Yo, welcome back to more Monogatari second season, Hitagi End Part 3. So last time after agreeing to take on the job, much to Senjo's surprise, yeah, because Kaiki finds the reason to take it on. He goes through all these things, would I do it for them, would I do it for them, would I do it for them? No, I wouldn't. But for Kambaru Suruga, the daughter of Izuku Gaien's sister, who Kaiki seems to maybe have a history with. There was some flavored text in the last episode while he was speaking to Nadeko while she was talking about being in love with Araragi, and it went by really fast. I had to, in the post-episode discussion, I had to go back and see what it was, and it was talking about how he was in love and how that woman passed away in an accident. I think it's a traffic accident. It's like, oh, man, so you're kind of getting more insight into this love that is confirmed that Kaiki had, and I think it was, Kambaru's mother. So we'll see whenever he eventually, I guess, gets to speak with her, assuming he survives his job here. I mean, he's doing a pretty damn good job so far around town, gathering information, mainly to Nadeko's house, of course, fabricating the story, conning his way in, getting to speak to her parents and investigating her room, coming to pretty accurate conclusions about her, finding her disturbing, just that lie she pushes to the front, of course, that facade that conceals her darkness. He was able to pretty much see that, seeing how tidy and well kept her room was despite their daughter being missing. Like, why are they not even checking the closet despite her being gone? Like, why not check for like information? They seemed a little, it's pretty disturbing. I feel like pity and disgust, I guess, in the same way Kaiki did. I like his reaction is very like honest. His honesty in this arc is pretty great. I guess as someone as good as a liar as he can be, he also has seemingly a very equal capability of being quite honest with himself and with other people. It's very cool. Especially when he came to speak with Nadeko later, just straight up calling her like creepy, and for appreciating that, because she doesn't want to be called cute anymore. Like, she's tired of that bullshit. So she's like, oh, okay. Him being her first adherent, the first to make an offering to her, especially such a generous offering, 10,000 yen, like close to $100, I think, when I googled that. Yeah, that's pretty good. He made a good move there in speaking to her. It was also a bit sad, of course, to see Nadeko like that. It is creepy for her to be acting so just fearful and nonchalant, and casually talking about killing Araragi. Kaiki asking her, like, if you could turn back into a human, and if you could be with him, would you do it? And she's like, no. She's well past that at this point. It's just pretty sad. But it is what it is for now. I don't know what hope there is for salvaging this situation. Hopefully Kaiki can keep up the good work and hopefully deceive her to not kill them, which is the job. I have no doubt he could accomplish it, but who knows what could happen in this arc. Shout out some comments I got from y'all on Patreon talking about how it really showed how Kaiki is the opposite of Araragi. So when it comes to like we're thinking about morality, about helping others, about saving people, we knew before that Araragi, of course, he is who he is. He's going to save people at no compensation. He's at great detriment to himself, to his own life potentially. Thank goodness for his immortality. But if it meant him dying, he'd probably still do it. That's just who he is. When it comes to Kaiki, of course, he needs a compensation. He needs that payment. He's not just gonna do it for that sake. He's quote unquote selfish in that way. But that they're opposites in that ways. But they also showed last episode, and I pointed out how even like more morally in a sexual sense, which I didn't even consider because that's just such a but when it comes to like when Senjo offering her body to him and him tossing the drink in her face, or even when Nadeko was describing like her outfits with Araragi, and Kaiki was like disgusted and being like, what is that boy doing? Like, what the fuck? Like, being obviously like disturbed by that. Araragi, on the other hand, when it comes to that, is so like, we know. I don't have to say it. So yeah, they're even opposites in that way too. So it's pretty insane. So you have that amidst like this kind of weird vibe of Kaiki and Senjo Kahara, with Senjo and Araragi. It's a very strange thing going on. I think There's even a moment last episode where he's like, it's very noisy in the background where you're at. You know, what are you doing this early? And she immediately answered, oh, I'm at Araragi's house. And then the flavor text of his thoughts showing that she didn't have to answer that, because yeah, it's very curious how another Araragi and Kaiki confrontation would be. Of course, Senjo gave the condition for them to not meet. You know, Kaigi's got his whole, you know, he's restyled his hair. You know, it's a handsome guy. You can actually tell with him making his hair more quote-unquote normal, not vampiric. They could not run into each other. He's kind of taking care not to run into Araragi when he comes to visit the shrine, which he does a lot, and we learn Nadeko has been kind of hiding from him because she doesn't want to hear what he has to say. He's probably pleading or trying to just convince her or talk to her about what's going on, because Araragi's trying his best. But Shinobu said at the end of the last arc, you know, he's coming up with this war plan. Ogi was off doing whatever, because again, that was back in November. It's the beginning of January now. Whatever Ogi went to go do, like the job that punishes the liars, or I don't know when we'll see the result of that. If that's its own Monogatari series for us to see, I don't know. It had me worried, man, because Araragi was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait and see what telling just Ogi about what happened back then, like with Mayoi. I'm gonna see what that does, which is a very odd thing for Araragi to do. We can't really tell what the result of that's gonna be. We know he's in a dark place, of course, you know, mourning Mayoi and just in general kind of lamenting the circumstances, of course, with Nadeko as well, and the threat to him and the threat to Senjo and Shinobu. Like, there's a lot going on, man. You know, these are to me, I mean, these are kids basically. Like, they're at the end of their high school, they're transitioning, becoming adults, like properly. It's a lot of fucking shit to deal with, man. In a way, like, a lot of their youth has been robbed of them, just dealing with all these apparitions and doing all these things. Like the amount of pain Araragi has just gone through physically is almost like reminding me of Subaru from Re:Zero. It's just egregiously awful. But anyway, kind of getting off track. Also, Thorfinn on Patreon talking about it's appropriate how a liar like Nadeko gets a liar like Kaiki as her first adherence. Yeah, and now Kaiki being honest about Nadeko, you know, got a positive reaction out of her. It is a funny thing, man, how it took the biggest liar ever, like Kaiki, to like truly be the one like honest with Nadeko. Like, you're fucking creepy. Check, Jesus. Oh man. Because that's not something Araragi can do. We know that Araragi kind of has a bad compatibility with Nadeko. He couldn't really see or even like address or truly look into the signs that he noticed, or even, you know, kind of tried not to notice leading up until it was too late for Nadeko, you know, when she ate the talisman, and then it was just so far gone. But yeah, with Kaiki, you know, he's just a surprisingly honest guy, just on the other side of someone so good at deception, equally understands like the value of honesty, and he can self-examine in such an honest way. It's such a cool thing. And it was such a weird, I mean, there's a lot of stuff weird in Monogatari, but it's surprising that he was able to have such an interaction with Nadeko, such a positive interaction with Nadeko, and for her to like truly be like ingratiated to him, and they seem to have established this relationship. Like in the second episode of this arc, Kaiki has already like made such a significant move in like understanding Nadeko and establishing a rapport with her and doing the cat's cradle thing with her. Like, hey, I'll show you a few patterns. Like, what? Jeez, man. He's like, after all, I'm your first adherent. Like, of course I'll come back. Crazy, man. I mean, he's so good. It's so great to see just the experts at work. Also, shout out to Orange on YouTube. Thank you for the kind words, by the way. Glad you did enjoy the discussions, man. Recommends that I watch my own reactions and discussions when and if I rewatch the show. I don't know. I feel like that'd be it's such a like. This is gonna be a weird word, but such a masturbatory way of like rewatching the series, rewatching it with my own reaction on the other side. If anything, I'll probably watch someone else's reaction, like Semblance of Sanity, for example, because I hear their reactions are pretty damn good. So But yeah, I super look forward to rewatching. I'm probably immediately gonna restart with Monogatari once I watch the last series in this last show in this series, just because there's so much to it, so much foreshadowing, new context to characters when we see the full extent of their character later, what happens to them, for example, with Mayoi. Like, that's going to be such a trip going back. But, yeah, man, and also that you, really liked Senjo's just shock when Kaigi said he would take the job, because, you know, we saw how desperate she was before, how far she was willing to go just to, you know, pay Kaigi to help them, just to save, if she could, to save only Araragi, but if, you know, she's gonna try to save all of them. And for him to just agree out of nowhere is, you know, pretty crazy, you know, because he's not said why exactly he's taking the job. So yeah, you know, thankfully it happened. So anyway, that's all to say so far, so let's continue. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. Da, 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 da. Nice room. Reporting? Yep. Yeah, he wants to, okay, so talk about it in person. Interesting. I'm your dog. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Jesus. Yo, we're finally getting the opening? Oh my god. Wait, is this the opening or is this just him going to meet her? Oh my god. Dude, the opening. I like it, of course. It's animated like... Yeah, it looks like a 90s anime. Oh my god, he's singing. Oh wow. This duet they're doing. Wow. I mean, I knew he had a great voice, but there you go. Hmm. Their fingers almost touching there. The crab tangled by the snake. Oh my god. Oh god. Mmm. It's a tangled web of snakes. I swear Senjo better be okay by the end of this. What a opening though. The two of them. Alright, nice outfit. It looks good. Wow. I see. Of course. Mr. Donut, classic. She's being respectfully careful. about this meeting, which I appreciate. There you go. That is true. Damn. Hmm. Well, it's still weird. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. I think this whole situation would create a misunderstanding, to be honest. This is so weird. Was he not your first crush? Hmm. In what scenario? Right? Yep, that makes sense. Hmm. Yep, they met. I know, it's pretty nuts. I'm a fake, you know that. Wow, she was really in awe there of him. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I was? Yes. Yeah, even he felt it. Yes, she does. It's really easy to deceive that girl. Goddamn. She has quite the respect and reverence for what she is now. Yeah, super impossible for Araragi. Oh, wow. Anyone out besides you two? She's an airhead? Oh my god. She is a kid. Okay. Oh, that's the plan. Okay. It's in traffic accident specifically. We know that's what happened to who he loved. She'll take it at face value. God damn. Hmm. Wow. That's what she grew up in, so she wouldn't break that now. Hmm. Dole against malice. Yeah, you're pretty fucked if she sees through you. Huh. Okay. Reincarnated. Hmm. Probably. There's no way it's this easy, though. There's no way. That'd be nice. A life of debauchery. Yeah, how do you tell them how this was solved? Hmm. Sees stuff. I don't know, man. That is true. Hmm. Whoa. Damn. All right. Man. Like it finally seems to have been solved. There's no way it's this easy. Yeah. Knowing they'd be okay, he'd be okay. She's a fool like that. Oh, man. Oh, no. Yeah, his budget is limited. Children's books. Oh, he's researching some cat's cradle patterns. Smart guy. Oh my god. Big brother. Yo, she's acquainted with Kaiki. Of course. Yay. She has become well acquainted with Araragi. Was he able to tell that from that interaction? Wow. Hmm. Can't tell you. Their relationship is, you know, came to see you. An errand from Miss Guyan. Yeah, it's Izuko. A warning. Whoa. She said pull out of the job he's on? Yo. Oh, fuck. Doing this could make it worse? Yo. Peace, peace. Oh my god, Ononoki. That's how her character is lately. Yo, relax, Kaiki. You just said it just said he feels like Araragi. Wow. That sounds great. Insulted me. Damn. Alright, Ononoki. Hmm. Well. Oh, she understands him that much. 3 million yen. Cha-ching, Kaiki. Would he really abandon this job, though? Yeah. Interesting. At least a digit. God, the limited contact. Hmm. I don't know about that. Yep, it'll succeed. So they know that much. But if he fails, yeah, she'll snap. Like beyond Araragi, Senju, and Shinobu. Yeah, I'm sure. Hmm. She was planning to make what? Shinobu into a god? Using that talisman? Yeah, but that wasn't good. That invited the darkness. Hmm. Yeah, even she didn't see this coming. Oh my god. I really hope there's a series where we see that job she went on with Araragi. Hmm. It's a big. Yeah, it's a big. Yeah, they're crying face the relief of the words of thanks, like genuine thanks. And then the relationship with Guy and Senpai. And 3 million yen. Where does the scale tip with you, man? Alright. God damn. Oh. Yo, he took the money and didn't leave anyway. Yo, Kaiki. Oh my god. Yes. Oh shit. That's hilarious. And now Izuku Gaien's an enemy to him. As if she was anyway. Oh my god. Now he's got 3 million yet. Adherent number 1. Dude, I love Kaiki now. That's so great. Whoa, here we go. Wait, what? What is your wish? Prosperous business. Is he about to offer that payment? 98 more times. Oh, listen, I'm a god. Is he gonna offer 1 million yen to her total? God damn. Okay. He studied some new patterns. Wait, what? You snapped it? Oh my god. She used one of her snakes. Holy fuck. She's also insane. Oh my god. And she's lost her marbles. Very dangerous if you fail, sir. Very. Ooh, you're being watched. One of Gaien's people. Maybe. Oh dear. Huh. Yes, indeed. Yeah, if he's worried about being followed. Oh? Then why? The manner in which she'd been broken. Oh, he's gonna go back. Is he gonna try and check the closet? Yeah, he's gonna get them to leave. Then he goes in and checks the closet. Oh my god, are we gonna find out? Oh my god. Yo, it's about to scale this? Come on, dude. What is in there? Oh my god. Alright, you gotta pick it. A coin. Fair enough. Pretty standard closet. But... oh, come on. Fuck you, Monogatari. Don't do that, man. What was in the closet? What was behind it? Meme, where are you? Hanekawa, find Meme. Bring him here. Oh, dude, this episode was great. God, Kaiki, honestly, his decision with Gaien's warning and the threat of her cutting off their relationship was a very interesting thing. His choice was very much something he would do, just pocket the money and keep it on it anyway. But honestly, him keeping on it, he could have just dipped. He could have left. He, like, preserved his relationship with Izuku Gaien. Like, granted, he was like, she was probably an enemy to him to begin with anyway. But, you know, whatever the circumstances behind that. I think it's more so he just understands her nature. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's like he could have easily just taken the money and left. Like it's well worth the trouble he's gone through so far, like 3 million yen. But he thought about the way, Senjo graciously thanked him and cried, and man, I kind of respect that. So I was just saying while the credits were rolling, dude, the choice Kaiki made, because first of all, like, it's funny how you said, like, literally anyone, like, it could have been anyone besides me that deceives her because she's really easy to fool, like Nadeko. Like, you wouldn't be able to do it, and Araragi wouldn't be able to do it. It'd be impossible for you to, but anyone probably could. The trick is, if she even detects, like, I think the way he phrased it, like, she's dull to malice, but because of that, even malice that people would usually let slide by, she could hone in on that. And if she does see through, the lie that he's going to tell her of them dying in a traffic accident, which seems like a fair bit of dark humor. I won't even say humor, just a dark suggestion, considering the flavor text I checked last episode where it said he was in love and that woman died in a traffic accident, especially considering, Araragi and Senjo's relationship. Maybe that was a fair bit of irony to his own love, of course, just directly. But, which is pretty sad. Which I would love to learn more about, because of course, that woman seems to be Kamaru's mother, the sister of Izuku Gaien. Yeah, I know. Maybe we'll get that at some point. Maybe not, but maybe that's just information we have to seek out on our own. Regardless, Kaiki been very successful, and he reported to Senjo Kahara, straight up said, listen, next month I'm just going to tell her the lie, and she'll believe it. There's a slim chance, 1 in a million chance she'll see through it, and I'll probably die. But, it's, you guys will be fine. You'll be a college freshman come this spring, and that's all there is to it. And then, Senjo just, at the end there, she had to leave because she broke down a bit. Then she came back, and then still kind of, we saw her eyes were red, and she graciously thanked him, and that meant something to him. Enough for, the warning Ononoki came to give him, which, seeing Ononoki was great, because you still have this weird thing of, like, him being compared to Araragi, and, comparing the two of them. He was able to, like, pick up right away that she was probably acquainted with him, just given the way she was acting, I suppose, or maybe like the way she greeted him. Kaiki Oni-chan, because she was saying big brother Kaiki, which kind of reminded me of Nadeko, like, Koyomi Oni-chan. I don't know, maybe that was intentional, but so yeah, bringing him the warning about Izuku Gaien, saying, listen, you need to pull out now. Like, apparently she's been making efforts to normalize this town for whatever reason, that it's close to stable right now, but Nadeko becoming a god was not what Izuku Gaien expected or predicted. Because apparently she has some sense of clairvoyance, but obviously she didn't see this coming, so it's like, hopefully we'll learn more of the secrets behind, like, why she quote-unquote knows everything. Before, with Mayoi, that she presented, like, some logic, of course, to her understanding, just because of her, like, connections and understanding context, like, she's smart. But see, there's a hint of mystery of why she knows so much. But even she didn't see this coming, which is an important thing to note. She originally intended to make Shinobu a god, because apparently she knows how she was before. It's funny, she already knows that. Like, what the fuck? She knows that she played that role before, so it should be fine. But we know that's like, no, that shouldn't happen. Because Shinobu acting as a god is what attracted to darkness before. Or is that what she wants? Like, it's... I don't know, man. That's really weird to me. I don't know why I didn't have this thought before. Because maybe it doesn't make sense, and maybe she's fine. Is Shinobu acting within her role as an apparition now? Because we know her as Shinobu now, she's kind of just been existing, Araragi like maintains her, and she's a big source of their connection is like a big source of his power, and just the relationship in general. Since the compromise made in Izu, personally, they've grown a lot closer and have understood each other much more. But I'm thinking, like, what made the darkness stop pursuing her back then was her jumping back to Antarctica and then making a new minion. She hasn't been making any minions. She hasn't really been acting as a vampire, so to speak. I mean, she's been feeding on Araragi, so maybe that's just what constitutes her, like, acting as an apparition in her current state. But I don't know, because we know there's like a delay for like the darkness to kind of come for you. I guess she's fine now because she does feed on Araragi still, but yeah, I don't know, weird thought. Anyway, yeah, weird plan by Izuku Gaien. So offers, sends Ononoki to deliver this message to Kaiki. Leave. If you fail, this will get much worse. He has the power to destroy the entire town. Like, just pull out. Yeah, it's gonna interfere with my plan. Just stop. And offering 3 million yen, she understands Kaiki. She knows he likes his payment. So he lies, and he says he'll take it, which I believed him. I was like, dude. Like, even after seeing Senjo break down and, genuinely thank him for doing that for them, that was great. There's still some weirdness there, like, with her denying that he was her first crush, which I think was definitely a thing. The fact that she can't tell Araragi about what's going on feels very weird, feels very like adulterous. It's just like that kind of vibe. It's very strange. He doesn't really give the impression that he wants the relationship to fail or that he wants to mess around with it. I mean, there is kind of some aspect of, I wouldn't call it jealousy, but just kind of, he is kind of bothered by it. Just very, very subtly. Maybe that's just me looking for that where I shouldn't, but I feel like there's some aspect of that there. So I don't know. I believed him when he said he was just gonna take the money and leave, but no. He proved that moment with her meant something to him. Like, he also given the reason that he did accept the job, which is to do this job, ingratiate himself and be able to speak with Kambaru. That's probably still super valuable to him as well. So, but regardless, man, I respect that decision, because he could have it's still a danger to him. He recognizes that if it fails, he's dead. But yeah, he could have easily taken the money and left, or even just went to Kambaru's house and probably could have come up with a lie to speak to her. I respect it, man. So he takes the money anyway, and he just keeps on with the job, effectively making an enemy of Izuku Gaien, which he was like, she's probably an enemy to begin with, which is interesting. Because I feel like, I guess because he knows her, he knows Izuku Senpai, how she is and her character, so yeah, I guess he just made a decision there to finally cut that off, so fair enough, Kaiki. Hopefully it doesn't bite you in the ass later. So yeah, he goes on to see Nadeko, and he said he was going to come back 98 more times, and if he's bringing like the 10,000 every time, that's 1 million of the yen. He said it would be good by next month, and that we know there's like 70 something days until graduation. That's interesting. He's making that much of a commitment. Like, so he's gonna go through with the job, he's gonna fool her, but he's gonna continue to come. Granted, that could have been a lie he just told her in that moment. Again, she's easy to deceive, and apparently so am I. So, regardless, continuing with the generous offerings, studying the Cat's Cradle things to advance with that, and continuing to look into things, because I don't know, he's probably not going to come for 98 more days. Certainly not past the point of this job, but I don't know, who the fuck knows. But he goes to check once again in Nadeko's house. He creates a scenario where he wants to meet with her parents, saying, I have some information about my daughter that I want to share with you regarding the situation, and then they go. So, which is, props to them for doing that. But he uses that as an opportunity to sneak in to see what is in the closet. That damn closet where Nadeko she mentioned that in Nisa Monogatari, and it's like, oh, okay. It was mentioned a last episode. I was like, wait, what? What's in that closet? Like, I didn't think much of it before in Nisa. I think someone in the comments told me to, like, remember that closet. And I'll be like, oh, okay. So when I saw it last episode, I was like, oh, it's back. And then they didn't show us what was in it. He saw it and he seemed like genuinely surprised it was in it. He was like, what the hell is this? Hard to tell from his reaction what it could be, but clearly it's something shocking enough for Kaiki to exclaim like that. I don't know. I'm a little worried about what it could be, but it's probably something I don't expect either. Because he said he was looking for what drove her to that point, I believe. Because I guess deducing that he'd find whatever that may be in the closet, given how protective they were of it, that she was like, no one can go in there. No one's allowed to go in there. You know, which is fair enough. You know, she's a kid. She's like, you know, that's my space. You know, it could be like a picture or a shrine of Araragi. Who the fuck knows? Like, probably something childish or something completely opposite and just completely disturbing. Who knows, man? I'm kind of betting on the former, but I guess hopefully they better show us next time. The interaction between Senjo and Kaiki this episode, again, it was a bit weird because it's like, you know, like, sure, if you told Araragi in a very like matter-of-fact way without getting emotional, he would accept that things worked out this way and that you went to this point. Like, I think Araragi would. I'm sure he'd be like, whatever, but he would accept it. And even Kaiki said, if you phrased it in a way, like if you were that annoying type of woman, if you phrased it in a way where if you had to choose me or Nadeko, then he would let go of the whole Nadeko thing. But Senjo herself is like conflicted, and I think conflicted with Kaiki, because I don't think it's a misunderstanding about her previous feelings for Kaiki. I think it is still kind of difficult for her, as much as she's trying to like convince herself that this isn't weird, that like, I won't let you treat me. But like, wait, I'm the one who bought the drinks for us yesterday, and then she couldn't deny that. Yeah, it's like she's kind of trying, but also kind of not. It's very weird. More so on her part at this point than Kaiki, but we know there is kind of something with him there as well. I don't know. It's weird, man. Hopefully we get past that and things resolve. But sure, I mean, sure, they keep building that up, so surely it's gonna reach a certain point there. Maybe. I like how that turned out, and with Kaiki, Senjo genuinely thanking him and him valuing that as part of, you know, weighing the scale of what decision he was gonna make, whether to pull out or not. Of course, as much as I respect his decision, it was definitely the one that still benefits him the most. I think fundamentally that's, you know, not different about him. He takes the money. He gets to keep that moment with Senjo Gahara, and he also gets to pursue his reason for accepting the deal, which is eventually meeting Kambaru and, you know, whatever, talking with her or whatever he wants to do. So, you know, it still works out best for him there, but it just so happens that he valued Senjo's reaction and thinking as part of that. So that's a nice thing. But anyway, yeah, next time hopefully we see what's in the closets and whatever the hell happens next. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about this one. If you have any thoughts, feel free to share them if you like. But more than anything, thanks for watching. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, I will have finished the arc by the time you see this, because the next 3 episodes are going to be available right now. So if you check my Patreon for $5, you can see my reactions to the rest of this arc right now immediately, including my reactions to all the other series that I do. I do early access on everything I do on my channel. If you want to support the channel that way, I very much appreciate it. But once again, just thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.